Hi, I'm Olivia Haines. I'm 16 years old. I'm grade 11, and I live in Alexis Creek, BC. But here are some hardships I've faced, and there's two big hardships. One is my grandmother, and one is an abusive relationship I was in. So, my grandmother died when I was about 10 years old, and she was my rock and my role model, and I looked up to her in times of need. And just as my grandmother. Shortly after her passing, I started to become really depressed and lonely, and this is what sparked my journey through my depression and loneliness and healing, but also the journey of finding myself and helping others through whatever they could be going through. So that was really short, but my abusive, bullying, kind of threatening relationship, um, and despite what my parents told me, I got into the relationship, and it was okay in the beginning, but it progressively got worse. Um, he would threaten me with, "I'm gonna commit suicide," or "I'll tell your parents about us." And it also got to the point where he would ask for a lot of explicit pictures, like it was money to him. And through this time, I was really, really depressed and suicidal, and I was cutting a lot, and I wasn't asking for help. But we then broke up, and he continued to harass me, asking me to talk to him and telling me he still loved me, even though there was still abuse in the words. And finally, after a few months, he stopped talking to me, and I thought I could start healing. But in January of 2017, he hacked my account, or one of my social media accounts, and he posted explicit pictures of me. I then had people messaging me why I'm posting these, and I would explain to them, and some of them would understand, but I lost a lot of friends. And I went to a close family friend, and they called the cops, and eventually the cops dealt with it 3 days later. They found my ex, and pictures were destroyed, and nothing else happened due to no one standing up for me or giving the cops a statement. So, I was at the point where I learned to be a duck and let things roll off me like water rolling off a duck's back. It's what my mom always says, and I almost live by it now. It doesn't work for everybody, but it personally works for me right now. And, sure, I have my bad days, but they aren't as frequent and they aren't as bad as they were before. So, my healing part of this whole journey has led me to go see a child psychologist. I got on antidepressants for a year, and I got into counseling, and I'm still currently seeing my counselor. And my counselor really helps me through tough times or just when I need to talk to somebody. But there are other helpful people or things, like there's the RCMP you can go to, there's suicide hotline, there's kids hotline, and there's so much more. But, I'm getting out more, and I'm seeing my friends more, I'm seeing family more, and I'm definitely talking to my parents a lot more than I was. I'm finding that communication is key now. I know everybody says that. But with friends and family support, here I am today, and I'm doing much better and ready to help others through abusive relationships and bullying, suicide, and depression. And I'm ready to share my story finally. My positive message for this would be there aren't many of us, but we sure do have a lot of help, and help is only a reach away, and we all matter to someone. Now, I don't know if that makes a lot of sense, but I found it kind of helpful in a way. We all matter, no matter what.